Okay guys, welcome back to the mill. We're standing in front of our WoodMizer EG 100 edger. It's due a service. For whatever reason they built this machine, they didn't put an hour meter on it. So what I normally do is I put a little sticker here and I write the hours down the next time I'm going to service the mill. When it's due an oil change and a service, I go ahead and try to service this machine. And we'll do our blowers outside as well at the same time. I got a couple issues with the maintenance on this thing. They could have made better. It's very hard to grease. A couple of grease fittings are just almost impossible. And we're going to go over that in this video where we disassemble this machine to get to the grease fittings to grease it. But while we're in there, we're going to make some modifications and some improvements to make the service process go from a 30-minute to an hour process down to hopefully about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll take the back off of it. We're going to inspect the chain and grease it. It's no big deal. You got to take the cover off, but if you'll stay tuned, we'll go into it in great detail, and we appreciate you watching. Okay guys, we'll welcome you back to the mill. Thanks for tuning in to our channel, Bearded Lumber. We're going to do some maintenance on our EG 100 here today. If you'll notice my little blue tag, I got right service 1150 hours. The reason I do that is this edger has no kind of hour meter on it, so I just use the hours off my sawmill. We just got finished servicing it, changing the oil. So we're going to go ahead and service this, which is pretty simple. We'll check the chain, grease it, and load the machine over, make sure nothing's come loose. The worst part of what we're going to do is grease the roller bearings. If you'll go back and watch our WoodMizer edger video 1 year review, you'll see where I discussed this in great detail. But I think we have a plan. We're going to try to put some remote grease fittings on it. They're laid out here on the table. They're just 12 inches of braided steel hose with a grease fitting on the end. I'm going to give Matthew the camera and try to show you what problems we got. We'll start off here. This shaft runs off the motor and runs your counter shaft on the bottom that actually runs the chain drive on the other side. I'm going to try to get a pencil in here and show you. Right there is the grease fitting. It is almost impossible to get to, and that's one of the better ones. Okay, here's another counter shaft that runs your belts. Right there's the grease fitting. Very, very difficult to get to. On this counter shaft, there's a grease fitting underneath it. It's all you gotta. If it didn't have a bottom on it, you could reach underneath it, you might could get to it. Okay, these two, they're acceptable. You can get to that one and that one right there, no problem. This counter shaft that we mentioned earlier travels all the way through the machine. And the grease fitting's here, which is not too bad, other than you have to take the cover off to get to it. Yeah, there's reasons to take the cover off, but if I just want to grease it, I don't want to have to do that. So we're going to put a remote fitting on it. It'll come out and go underneath the bearing, and we'll attach it probably to right here on the case. Let's go back to the other two. Okay. On this one, we're thinking of taking that remote fitting and attaching it, going underneath and coming out over here somewhere where we can get to it. That won't be too bad. This one and the one at the bottom will be a lot more difficult. We're probably going to come through, here you go, If you can see where my pencil is, there's a hole right there. We're probably going to bring them both through that hole and mount them to the front. Don't get me wrong, we love WoodMizer, we love their products, but they're built by engineers and there's things you can do better, guys. This is unacceptable. I buy a machine that needs maintenance and I gotta dismantle it and get a 3-year-old up in there and try to get grease on it. So in the future, guys, do better for us. We're gonna fix it. Thank you. Okay, guys, it's not gonna help us any taking the blades off other than scratching my arms. So we're gonna go ahead and pull both saw blades off. There we go. That'll save some scars. Now, this is going to be no fun. But we got to get under here and try to get these fittings in. Grease fitting out right here. There it is. We'll go find a couple of wrenches. Feels like that's too big, which does not bode well. Same size as this one, and what size is the grease fit that is? Smaller than what you gave me. It's not a 5/16, it's smaller. Yeah, it's gonna be metric. 8 millimeter. 7. It's a weird size. I don't have a 7 over here. Okay, put this disc cover back on. I had to use one of the other ones as a test bed. Oh, yeah, that's good. So here's what we're going to be replacing it with. It's a little 1/8" nipple to pipe thread. Make sure fortunately they're the same. Matthew's going to try to install it. Remember, this is the easy one. And we're doing all this just so we can maintain the piece of equipment by greasing it. It shouldn't be this difficult. This is a good thing about having somebody to work with. When you get frustrated, you just stop, take a break.
Let me see if I can get you guys down here to see what we're dealing with. I don't know if you can see his hand in there. Yeah,
I can't get my big fat fingers in there.
just enough room to get right on the other side of that big old bolt there. And that's it.
Let's do that because that's all that's on the table up there. That's got to stick with it right there. Okay, we'll take that one out. Okay, we're going to disassemble the table extensions. Try not to mash my fingers. That's all the one I got on the tank there. Gotta cut this one and get it on that length. Do the zip tie down a bit. Those are fun ones. They're on the way. Yeah. Wood stick up under it. One of them stickers about 30 inches long or something. different size. Oh, no. That's why we're having so much trouble.
Well, tap kit, bro.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
We found out what the problem was. This machine was built in Poland, so everything's metric, some version of it. So we had to drill and tap it. This is what it ended up with. We re-tapped the hole up here and put in this 90-degree fitting, and then we put our flex line in. When we put it all back together, it will end up here somewhere where we can reach it. But we're not going to reassemble it because we got 2 more of these nasty things to do. I'm gonna try and get y'all a bird's eye view here real quick. So now that you can actually see it in the hole, where we're trying to go is all the way over back here. We got to re-drill and tap that, and this tensioner block is in the way. So we got to get that pulled out so we can try and get in there. Matthew struggled through, we got that idler off, and I've got the grease fitting out. Now we got to do the fun part. We got to drill and tap it. Let's see if we can get everything to fit in this hole. Okay. Got it drilled out. Matthew had a good suggestion on this one that we're trying to get to. We're probably going to disassemble the top table like we did this side and do it from over there, but I still got to get the bottom one. Okay, now I got my tap tightened up in the fixture. Here's a tool to tighten it with. This is why you can't ever have enough tools. You got to have different options. I've switched to a long 1/4-inch socket with a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter. Give me some reach to get in there to where we got to go. Right there. That's a good angle. Couldn't ask for that to work out any better. They complain just a minute. They put that pillar block bearing way down there. It looks just like this. Hey guys, the engineers, there's room right here. This is the 2 bolts that hold it on. If you'd have put the stupid thing right here, life would be great. We'd just grease it right there, no problem. Think ahead. Have your customers in mind when you build a product like this. I'm sorry we can't show you a better angle, but there's just absolutely no room in here. Oh yeah. Okay. Why don't you put that in your pocket? Because it's not right. That's good. You got grease coming out. Yahtzee. That was not fun. But we got the connector here, not where we want it to go, or where we want it to go, so I got to try to move it. I got to find the hole. There it is. That's going to work out perfect. That'll hold enough tension over there to keep it off the belts. All that stuff, so we can show them a little bit. Okay. Fortunately, had 10mm hole here, and I don't think the bolt's going to be long enough. That's it. You can go back and get different ones. Matthew went and rounded up some more 10mm bolts, a little bit longer. Let me get me a 10mm socket here. One more we haven't got drug out. 10mm. There we go. That's actually going to be an 8. Okay, we got our remote line come through here and bolted. Luckily we had 2 holes was tapped. The other one's going to come in and it'll be sitting right here beside it. Now we can grease the lower bearing without having to do what we just did, disassemble the machine. This is the way it should have been built to start with. So now we got to clean off this other table and fix this side. Okay, we got this side torn apart. We're going to drill it out and tap it. It don't take much, that's all you need. Get my tap set here. I knew this was going to be fun, but I'll be honest with you, it's more fun than I even thought. But we're getting it. Okay. Now that's tapped out, it will accept our fitting.
Keep it up off of this.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to be anywhere near that. That'll actually work pretty good, because we can go right out that other hole over there. You already pulled it off, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it ready to go.
I'm twisting it, turning. We need it. 12.
Yeah. Okay, I got it as tight as I could by hand already. Save us the effort. Drag it all back out.
Okay. Whoop, I got it.
Good deal.
See how much grease that thing had to take before you got a hole? Okay, folks.
I can't sit there because we got to roll this back up.
We're family friendly, but they're about to get down to my family here. This is aggravating. This is uncalled for. But we're getting it. We got this one installed. We got the extender on it, and we'll bring it out the hole there, get it to where we can use it. So I'm gonna have to move you out of the way because we got to stand this back up, and y'all won't survive the trip. Yeah, to get the roller bed back in, we got to get these up out of the way. Let me take the tension off the chain. Put the chain back in before I forget it. There we go. Put the knobs in.
Yeah, they made this real easy to assemble. They got these little blocks that fall into slots on both sides. And you just got this little turn nut.
Okay.
Now we gotta do all the work on the inside.
And that one probably shoot down just a little bit because of the knob.
Well, that one's far enough away, we should be able to get it either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. We've got both our remote lines installed. Matthew's gonna get his zip tie on that one. and this will be, every 50 hours we'll grease it. This won't be a nightmare.
That's gonna be enough. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm trying to see if you can see what we've been working in. So we got 2 remote fittings in there now.
We got our third one over there.
Yeah, we got
Still gotta put in.
got our third one here, and we still got one to do on the back. So, okay, guys, we're on the back side of the machine. We've got the cover removed. You can see the chain drive and the idler. All we got here is a pillar block bearing, and they turned the grease fitting where you can't even get grease on it with the chain. We can't drill and tap it, so we're going to actually take this block loose and rotate it 180 degrees. And you went and got a socket impact driver.
Ready?
Yep.
Just move the arm over.
Ready?
Move the slide arm over if you need to. Don't go all the way because that's going to support us a little bit for our rotation. Hopefully, it should just be that easy. There we go.
We'll leave it up and we'll go ahead and drill and tap it while it's in a good position. Right there. I'll give you some tools. Let me get out of this corner.
We need a 7mm.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. Let me see if y'all can see from right here for a second.
Right here. 7mm drill. Right where I left it. Where'd you take it? Drill bit out there.
Okay.
There's the drill bit.
There we go.
Ain't far.
Uh-oh.
I get this apart, find the wrenches. Here's one. You seen the 12mm?
No, I do not know where it's at.
There it is. I'm hoping we can thread this in like I did with the minus as well. Okay. It's fitting. It will probably need to be turned up because where we're turning the bearing to.
Yeah, it'll definitely have to rotate it to there. How tight you want this?
Right into the shoots. You'll feel it when it bottoms out. When it gets tighter, that means you're there. See if you can get one more.
Nope.
Don't back it up. Can you get this?
So I'll see if we need it. I'm of the opinion we might not need it because it's just right there.
Okay.
Okay, There's that one, and there's that one.
Get the nuts and washers on it. Hold the bottom bolt in and get it started. Okay, do the top one.
Okay.
It's definitely a two-person job, guys. Okay, I'll put the wrench on the top one. Yeah. Okay. There it is. She's got it.
Okay.
Now,
Got it. Turned around now.
and 12 is right back there. Let's bring our housing up here and look at it and see.
Get that. What? You gotta get the other side put back together.
It could be on there. It don't matter. See what modifications we may have to make here to this.
First.
Good go, boo.
Oh, that hurt.
That screws in an awful place. That's where it goes.
Yeah.
Once again, engineers, you could have done a better job. It don't have to be that difficult.
Give me a Sharpie and we'll just put a mark on it.
Sharpie. Okay. What's that screw? Burr.
Yeah. I was wondering what I was getting upset at. A screw like that to the ear is no fun.
We're back. We made a little notch in their cover here. Covered it with some real soft, thick rubberized tape. Now we're gonna put it back together. Yeah, it's got to go up there. Now it should go in. There you go.
That screw has it out from my head. Not fit it again. That needs to move.
Yep, it's in where it needs to go.
There we go. Perfect tight too.
Yeah, let me go grab the screws. We'll put that back together. Did we grease that one or not?
No, I did not.
Let's get it mounted and grease it.
Okay, so
Need a longer one.
no, this one should be long enough.
Not time you add a spacer to it, unless it'll come out to the side, so we're not gonna be able to get grease in it.
I'm trying to. We may not be able to put it here.
Can you turn it down once you get it started? Get right there. I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Okay.
All you can do is probably grab that right there, bend it out just a hair.
There you go.
Hang on, I need to grease it.
I don't know if y'all got to see any of where we were just at, but we ended up putting the grease fitting right here. It's on a service door. Let me see if this door will still open real quick. Yeah. So you can open that door.
You gotta have that to get the roller table out without taking the back cover off.
Yeah. I have no way of seeing it.
There you go, 3 or 4 pumps.
Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're good. There we go.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and grease this one while it's out.
Where I can get to it easily.
Okay, so we got that one, that one, that one, and that one. Grease this one.
We're gonna replace this one real quick.
Yeah, that one we need to drill out and replace.
Alright, we've got some
Well,
OEM replacements.
yeah, we can try one of theirs and see if it'll.
That's the wrong size.
It's over on the other table. That's got covered up in grease.
It's right here. These screws have out for me. They just want to take me out today. Come on.
WoodMizer, this is why you have to make these grease fittings accessible. They go bad. I mean, I don't know what it is, cheap manufacturing or what, but they do go bad. And they have to be serviceable. And it shouldn't take, you know, it's almost 1 o'clock. It shouldn't take a full day to grease a machine that's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 grease fittings. It shouldn't take that long. You know, we bought this machine to keep for many years, and I won't be able to grease the bearings regularly.
Okay.
And they're not making that easily done. There we go. Now they've all been greased. Okay, the worst thing we got to do is put this idler back in. Matthew took it out apart. You can reach your hand in there. Idler has some upward adjustment to be able to put tension on the belt. We'll worry about tensioning it once we get it close to being tight, because it's one of those quarter turn type deals.
Pulls on all the way this way.
That works better from down below.
Oh yeah, much better. I can at least get a quarter turn on it. We got just enough space underneath.
We managed to get to where we work on it, but it requires a lot of disassembly. More than I wanted, but we're getting there. We have their design issue fixed. Now we just got to put it back together where we can use it. Well, I can get a pry bar in there and hold it up if you could get one hand out of the way.
Well, that one hand is my eyes right now. I'm doing this all over braille.
We'll get there.
So, hang on. I'm real close to tightness now.
There we go. Now you can stick your hand back in there while I hold it.
I was right there at the end of what it needed. Make sure that don't roll before we go too far.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was fun.
No, it wasn't. It's aggravating.
Drop this arm as far out as we can get it.
Drop your door down. Is that chain box?
There it is. Take it.
Okay, our intention is to put these rods back in their pocket, and this chain will, or the sprocket will engage with that chain there.
is.
It's like we've done that a few times.
Okay. And this one. That's one. That's it. We're just there's the edge. Okay, that's all back together. We got to do a little work over here.
Hang on a second, we'll get you down there.
That might be the spot right there to be out of the way if everything with you.
Can you rotate it up anymore or rotate it down? Well, where you had it was good. You just needed the end to rotate.
What, this part? Yeah, I can.
Well, right on the higher one, it looks good right there. You can just do 90 degrees. The lower one, you gotta have to do.
Yep, that thing go.
Okay. That's gonna kink it some.
Right there. Hold it down there. Tighten it. Scattered out over here. Moment of truth. You see it?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Dang. I'm not seeing anything coming out.
That's coming out around this stupid bit.
Yeah, I had a brand new grease fitting. Wouldn't even take grease. Let's find it. I see a little bit.
Okay, the last two grease fittings we forgot to talk about are on the electric motor. If you got a gas-powered motor, you probably don't have one. You only want to put a few pumps in it.
I'll take you out.
Yeah. Okay. You only want to put a few pumps. If you keep pumping, you'll actually push grease to the inside of your motor. You don't want to do that. Just a couple pumps and you're good. We're going to end it off right there. We need a break. We got all the grease fittings fixed. We got the machine pretty much put back together. Let me end this video by saying I love WoodMizer. They make a great product, but they're just like any other company. They can make mistakes. This machine has some. For all you WoodMizer executives out there, if you're watching, next time you invent something, let me come back and redneck engineer it for you. I'll be glad to look it over, give you some ideas. It's a great product, but we have to work with it on a daily basis, and this is just something we couldn't tolerate. It is 15 after 1, and we've been hard at this since before 9 o'clock, just to get it to where we can grease it, hopefully in a 5-10 minute process every 50 hours and make it last the way it should. But Matthew and I appreciate you tuning into our channel, Bearded Lumber. If you would, take the time to like, subscribe, and share. We'd greatly appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back at the mill.